Alright, trade recap for March 17th, 2022. Once again, not a good day. Trying to figure out how to trade these low cap or low float stocks. The oil industry caught my eye again this morning, so I was really waiting for an opportunity to set up on one of those stocks. And I see HUSA. Excuse me. No, this doesn't seem to really do nothing for me. I didn't see a trading in here, but I did see the stock starting to build, starting to build momentum. So we come up, stock holds at 20. I love this price action right here. We come up again, but the stock sells off. Now this time we break the 20, so it's, I'm thinking, okay, the stock is gonna just probably sell off or just bounce around sideways for a while. But no, it holds 20 right here, so we're actually in pretty good shape because after the bounce holds 20, bounces again, holds 20, even though it looked like it was gonna hold. So continues to build that momentum, and I'm really debating on whether I should take a break on this. It suckers me in as it breaks out, and so I do buy I think around 7:10, 7:14 or so. Starts to run. I'm like, all right, here we go. I figure, we were breaking above these pre-market high levels, and it seems like there's new interest in the stock. So it seems like we took out the sellers, and the buyers are stepping in and ready to control this thing and push it up. Um, so it sells off after I get in, hits the 9, and I'm thinking, here we go again. But as long as it holds the 9, I shouldn't panic. I shouldn't be too fearful because this is actually not bad price action. And so we bounce here. I'm like, okay, now the bounce is coming. And so as soon as we take out this previous level where I entered, I'm going to add to my position. And soon as I add, we get that push I was looking for. We're looking real good. I'm happy. I'm like, okay, we're about to hit 750 easy. But it never does. Comes back down, and eventually stops me out. I was risking on a break below the 20, and it just took it out. One thing I need to do is stop adding to my position, or if I'm gonna add, maybe I should start adding closer to the bounce, because my whole theory is, you know, I'm not confident in these breakouts. So if I enter at this area, I want to enter kind of small because a lot of these breakouts fail. So I have to enter small and kind of give it a lot of room, wiggle room. And also I enter small because I don't have a ton of confidence in the breakout. Um, I figure I'll find another place to add if it provides the opportunity. If it doesn't, oh well. I can live with a winner on a small share size. But this is technically an area where I would enter if I didn't get in here. So instead of waiting here, I think I'm gonna start entering here if the stock provides entry signals like this again. Um, Instead of just waiting for the higher high, if I enter here and then stock still goes against me, I end up losing less than I would lose if I enter waiting for the stock to go above my entry, basically. I only want to do this if this never occurs. If I can't look at the setup and see, okay, hey, this is a perfect entry. If I was never even in the trade, then, you know, I'd be entering here. But that's it for this stock. Setup, I will give a C. My entry, D, C minus. Entry should have been closer over here if I'm going to play the breakout. Either here, or I'm going to play the breakout in this area. Execution, pass, overall trade, C. Now, this was actually my first trade the other day. I basically decided to shadow my mentor, and of course, seems like every time I decide to shadow him and take the trades he takes, he loses. But when I watch him take these trades, he be making a lot of money. So I just said I'm gonna try to just do what he does and go along for the ride, because yeah, I've been watching them just kill it in the open of the market. So I'm like, I want some of that action. So let me just do what he does. So the theory is that as soon as we break below the low of the pre-market, we enter. And he ended up entering in this area. I waited, like I don't want to wait. I don't want to enter that early, because I feel like it's gonna come up and just hold this 200, which it did. But you did have an opportunity to write this down if you enter early enough and take profit. The problem with him is that his broker exited his order, um, or what did they do? His broker basically executed his order late, so he got a bad feel, which gave him an entry somewhere over here. So he didn't quite make, he wanted to wait for the stock to get a little bit lower to take profits. So he ended up losing on this trade. But had he not have issues with the platform or with the broker, this would have been money for him, and I would have still lost. I decided I'll wait. The first one's going to be fail, or yeah, fail. So I'll wait for the second attempt, and the second attempt on the break below the 200, it didn't even go that far down. So I just, it just ripped up and stopped me out, and that was it. That was that. So I can't win for shit. But I see the opportunity there, and I know next time if I decide to trade alongside him, I need to do exactly how he does it, because even though in theory I'm doing the same thing that he's doing, if I don't do it at the same time, I might lose out on the opportunity to make money. So anyways, the setup on this stock, maybe if it was this entered on this candle, setup on this candle, it'd be decent. But this one, D, my entry was okay. C, execution A, overall trade D plus. This was my one only winner on the day, PIK. Um, and this was actually a pretty good trade. It would have been nice to enter in this area, but given my luck, I didn't want to take any chances. So I waited for the momentum to build back up, and I waited for the stock to start trading above this level because with my previous luck, I know the stocks um, just have a hard time breaking above prior resistance, and when you see these type of topping tails. So I didn't want to take that chance. I'm like, I know there's going to be a lot of people selling at this area, so I'm going to wait till we're above it. So we start tapping this area, and then we pull down, and I'm glad we pulled down because I didn't want to see it start just heading above it. I want to see it one more um, area of buildup, which is this right here, before we cross above it and have enough momentum to take out some of those bears waiting up here. So I enter on this breakout. I like this candle here. So this one was looking strong. So I entered here, um, exited it close to $5, and exit again at about 540-ish. My next partial was going to be, I think, 640. Um, if I was working at the time, so I did do my last partial as a range order. Um, and with range orders, I'll set my targets a little bit out there just to be on the safe side, and trying to make sure I capture as much profit as I can. I moved my stop from, what was it, this area. After the first partial, I moved it up to about 460, just above break even, or 440. And then once we hit the second target, I entered my profit stop right around 490 or so. And then when I had to go, I set up the range order for a target of 640, and I think I kept my low around $5 too. Um, Stock never hit that area. Actually, once I got back, I saw stock was right around here. So I removed my stop order and started managing the trade manually, and basically pulled out right here. Actually stopped out. I just had to stop. I added the stop back, and it just hit my stop right there. And that's pretty much that. But this is the type of trade I like. If I can catch it right, the setup is a B plus, entry A, execution A, overall trade A minus. See what's next. There's one more, NVDA. Did I go over that one? So, NVDA. Yep. MRNA. Okay, so this is the second trade I took on the day. I took this one alongside with my mentor again, and of course, since I'm in the trade with him, it's not going to work. So, the goal here, or the strategy is here, opening 5-minute range breakout. So, um, Actually the 5 minute range is here, but the pre-market high is here. So we wait for the pre-market to for the stock to take out the pre-market, and once it did, you know, enter. Um, Nothing much to say other than it just lost momentum to the upside and sold off hard, even while the stock market was climbing higher. This is the one stock in the world that went down, so that ended up stopping me out. So that was just two quick losses back to back, and it seems to happen a lot when I follow his trades. But every time I watch him live, he's making money off these strategies easy. Um, but it didn't work out today. Go figure. But that comes with the territory when you're trying to follow somebody. So yeah, 3 losses, 1 winner. End up losing about 142 in trade, and total gross about 175. So that's tough to deal with. Um, but I'm gonna do much better going forward. I can feel it. I'm just gonna be patient and just wait for the proper setups to hit. I mean, because if I just wait for these type of setups and just not get greedy or not get too anxious, I know I can make money on the stock. These low flow, volatile, fast movers are easy to trade. They just hardly come. And so with my over analyzing and anxiety issues, I'm just overthinking shit and just jumping in trades. Um, but yeah, like this should have been a small loss or a winner. Had I just been patient, just wait for this bounce, I could have possibly exited it around here. Or if I didn't exit here, I could have got stopped out here, and that would have been a very, very small loss. Um, but yeah, I was just anxious trying to make some money on the daily. As you can see, stock gaps up higher, and I'm just thinking, okay, we're gonna run higher. We're about to run up just like this day, but it never happened. Um, so again, trading is all in my head. But that's it for today. Hopefully, actually not hopefully. I know um, next week and tomorrow it's gonna be much better. So that's it. Deuces.